So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most anticipated days on the footballing calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Kostic. He could be in here. Mbappe. Real chance! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Upamecano did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Engages and forces him off the ball. Nunez. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well, nicely intercepted. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Has a look and has a go. Kostic, he's picked his way through.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Oh, what a mistake! Big chance, must be! He's had a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Really well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Liverpool grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Nice interception, well timed. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Upamecano makes the interception. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Messi. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Konate. Zakaria. White. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now then, the ball's come loose. The final seconds now. And he cuts out the supply. And the whistle goes for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each.
Thank you for your cooperation.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Messi. And here's Sané. Van Dijk. Kostic, who's set up one goal so far.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? De Jong. Oh, that's fabulous. Alexander-Arnold hurtling down that right flank. Goes in for the header! Messi. That pass has been well intercepted. Up he goes! Liverpool appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Can he put it away? He scores! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Liverpool get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Number 9, Erling Haaland.
De Jong. Van Dijk. Messi. And he welcomes it in.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Haaland! A real chance and a real let-off.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Wilshere. Number 22, Pedri. Number 16, Rodri. Coming on the field, number 23, Joshua Kimmich. Number 33, Zaire Emery. Number 15, Matthijs de Ligt.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Oblak. Showing great feet there. Now it's Haaland. Oh, well played, well played. And he's there to get it away. Now it's Neymar. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Haaland unable to make it happen for all. And he's let fly. Keeper is right behind it. And that's that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
Please be made aware that...
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And we are absorbing the energy emanating from the stands of this grand stadium that is the Giuseppe Meazza. And we're underway. Hakimi, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Has a goal! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then because they just lost sight of the real danger.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Wriggles his way through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's free, he has got space. And reclaimed it in a shot, a goal! It's in! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's through and all alone. They're urging him to shoot. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chance with a header. Now, who's going to be first to this? Great hit! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Guardiola did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep it. He's got the shot away! Really well taken goal. And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. It is bubbling up very nicely here in Munich. The noise fervent, the colours effervescent, the crowd expectant. This should be very good. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Neymar playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
Pirlo turns and goes back. Messi. Saliba cuts out the pass. Brazil have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Messi! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Messi. Platini. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, he's in! Shapes to shoot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. "30 minutes gone." Messi, very much a man of this moment. And claimed it back swiftly. Platini. Oh, what a ball! He's in a great position. And Shevchenko! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And it's Vieira. No foul, says the referee. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Pedri. Neymar. Oh, sweet feet. It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Tries the cross. Well, there's the clearance. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's found some space. Neymar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Neymar.
And we've reached half-time. Well, as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And we're already back up. Oh no, what has happened here? And they've got rid. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's beautifully weighted. And Shevchenko! What a wonderful goal! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Brazil are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Now it's Shevchenko. He is through. Big chance! And the ball's come loose here. Pedri. Upamecano. Konate. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, this is a great position.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
White. Rummenigge. Can he get away here?
Brazil clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, can he put it away? He's got a goal! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner. Unstoppable.
Substitution on the field, number 19, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, that goal just serves the...
Heads it! Goal, Brazil! And they're back in front. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Number 25.
And it didn't take him long. He's had a shot! Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Neymar. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but...
Oh, shooting chance! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Hullet tries to dink it in.
5 minutes added time.
And the ball is out of play. And it's Messi. Kostic. Now it's Hullet. He's found a way through. Hullet! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And with that, the final whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats, the curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. And already we're underway here. Kostic. That's a decent clearance. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Kostic. Cross into... Up he goes! Shevchenko finds himself offside. Messi. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Good read, needed to be.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And it's Shevchenko. Oh, that's ambitious. And no one is overly concerned about that.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Messi. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And that's a throw-in. And claimed it back swiftly. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. White, that's a sharp pass. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Oblak. Upamecano. Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Van Dijk. Upamecano. Here's Onana. Oh, it's a nice... And we've reached half-time. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least offensively.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Shevchenko.
And we're off again. So neither side has yet broken through.
Substitutions taking place.
Mbappe, he can run onto that. Oh, that's fabulous. It's Neymar! Goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Not the most accurate pass. Looking for the runner. He's got away. Pings in, climbs up big. And it's in. 2 to the good. They have breathing space.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And no, he's seen through all of that. No luck with that dink over the top. And he's there to belt it away. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
No foul, says the referee. And that's been won straight back. And here's Mbappe. Pedri. Griezmann is in a really good position out wide. And the header! Loose ball, and it's come back out to him. He's scored! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Mbappe. Number 7, Pedri.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 24.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Substitution in progress.
Messi. Big chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Terrific header! He should have put that one away.
White really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
Very much into the last knockings. Now it's Kostic.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
There will be 5 minutes.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
White is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself. 5 minutes to add. And that's that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, I guess it's a result that's best described, Peter, as routine. A good...
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Vibrant and vivacious, there is a genuine appetite for the game here, retaining, as it does this stadium, the spirit of the grand old ground they left behind a mile away. There's the whistle, and here we go. That'll be a throw-in. And that is out of play. Thinks one through, and here's Mbappe. That has been cut short. Kostic.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cleared without complication. And here's Messi. He's looking to set free a runner. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, terrible mistake.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Good spot, he's seen the run. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Kostic. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Neymar. Oh, this is a great position. And he's managed to get rid. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Mbappe. Face to face. Real chance! Goal! Flamengo! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Flamengo are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Roberto Carlos with the clearance. Upamecano kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well read, nice interception. Maldini gets it away. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the hits one! He has done it! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful, loved it.
Flamengo are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Onana. Moved on forwards. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, that's an inviting ball. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Substitution for Flamengo. Number 24, Maradona. Number 8.
Here we go again then.
Number 28.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done. But
Can he put it away? And yes, it's there! The second half off to a spectacular start.
well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
He can get that clear.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into...
Oh, what has happened here? Big shot! He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
He's had a hit! Goal! Back to within one! Interesting! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so...
Mbappe! And that is doing no harm at all.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Looking for options for movement. That's a good ball played into space. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Messi. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Mbappe! And he's there to belt it away. And claimed it back swiftly. Van Dijk. Oh, good-looking ball. And Upamecano. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Flamengo surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Cristiano Ronaldo! And that would have won it.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Substitution for Flamengo. Number 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Maldini. Coming on the field. Number 11. Neymar. Number
Van
21.
Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that.
Substitutions taking place.
Rudiger calmly anticipates. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
He's through here. And through to the goalkeeper. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And now they can clear their lines. Floated up and over. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won. Ultimately... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And there really are few places on earth quite like this. The grand cathedral of football that is the Giuseppe Meazza. And that gets things running. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vitor Baia, simply because he's been a high achiever all through his career, and that winning mentality remains very, very strong.
Yeah, they judge keepers by absence of mistakes, and he makes very few.
I'd be happy playing with him behind me.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Van Nistelrooy. Konate. It's a sweet ball, that. He's through, now is he in? And Van Nistelrooy! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Mbappe. Pedri. Zakaria. It's Pedri. No goals as yet. Oh, that's a key interception. Kostic. And here's Neymar. Pedri. And here's Neymar. He's looking to set free a runner. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. He's got away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Messi. Messi! Now it's Neymar. Neymar. Oh, just tries a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And the header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe! And it's Messi. Oh, good ball. He's got the shot away! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. That's going to go a long way. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Van Nistelrooy! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Neymar.
There will be
Nicely aimed pass. Oh, well played. And it's half-time here. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goals. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. I think they've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Number 20, Van Nistelrooy. Number 21.
And we're underway again. Both sides defensively robust up to now.
Number 5, Alphonso Davies.
That looks a good ball through. And he's managed to get free. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Messi. Roberto Carlos. That is good strength. Oh, what a climb! He has done it! First blood drawn. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Messi.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Kostic. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Kostic. Delivers the ball. Cleared away.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Zakaria defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
So what can they conjure from this one?
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 42, Musiala. Coming on to replace him is number 9, Beckham. Substitutions taking place.
Oh, it's a beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach. There seemed no way back, but they are level. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter.
Haaland! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Corner number 3 coming up. An audacious attempt! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Haaland really improvised cleverly there. His quick thinking almost paid off in real style.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Upamecano has got himself a free kick. Baresi gets it away.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Davis. White cuts it out. Gently done. Nice interception, well timed. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. So off we go then. Well read, nice interception. Ruben Diaz getting this one clear. And here's Neymar. Now it's Kostic. Kostic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's shifting through the gears here. And we have our very first corner. Oh, that one's going nowhere. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Great ball if he can get there. He's won Vinicius Junior! Goal! Sporting! And Sporting score first.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Messi. Upamecano makes the interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Spread out to the left. Hakimi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's a key interception. Mbappe.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Passing is crisp and sharp. That's good running with the ball. And he's on. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's there to get it away. Upamecano.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Nice bit of trickery. Zakaria. Mbappe works it forward. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Hakimi. Well, the counter could be on here. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And that's put paid to a promising move. And that's really well manoeuvred.
1 minute added time.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. There's the whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
Please refrain from.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without...
Tries a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Pinches it off him. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And Messi! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
60 minutes played. And it's Messi. And he'll shoot off the post. Mbappe! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Mbappe has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on. Oh, really well played.
Oh, that's fabulous. And Messi! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Pass somewhat off target.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic.
He's going for goal! It's in! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Number 11.
Sporting are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Not the most accurate pass. The message is clear, none shall pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. 5 minutes left on the clock. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's gone for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Kostic gets it away. Neymar. 4 added minutes on the board. Looking for the runner. Oh, easy pickings there. He's got plenty of space out. What? Had a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Messi.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And there really are few places on earth quite like this, the grand cathedral of football that is the Giuseppe Meazza. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Looking for the run. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows. Great hit! It's bounced back off the post. And it's Messi. Is there any support? He might not need it. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Wow, look who's involved.
Made into space out wide. Cleared without hesitation. Owen absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now it's Mbappe. Tchouaméni cuts it out. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Messi. Kostic. He's gone forward. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Adams gets it away. Kostic gets across to intercept that. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Upamecano. Pedri. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great position here. And that's been intercepted. Rivaldo! He's delivered all right!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Bournemouth are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Time and again they are repelled. He is through here. Mbappe! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back page headlines there.
That is a great pick out. Kostic. Pedri. He's away. He's found some space. Messi! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Messi just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Van Dijk gathers from the goal kick. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. Steaming on goalwards. Shapes to shoot! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, obviously, things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we are already promptly back underway.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's played him through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Neymar. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Now it's Messi. Short changes him with that pass.
The attendance for this match was 80,340.
The ball's gone astray. Chance! And he hits the net. And this is getting better and better.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Bournemouth are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Kostic. Pedri. Tchouameni promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Messi. And he skips past his man. Pedri. Van Dijk. And it's Messi, succumbs to the pressure. Into the last quarter of an hour. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Messi. Pass somewhat off target. He's looking to set free a runner. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
White.
1 minute added time.
And we're done. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Hello, attendees.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It doesn't take too much working out that we have the potential for real drama here. A campaign of thrills and sadly rather more spills, more lows than highs. And this is where we are up to. Is it to be an extension of their stay until next season, or will they be taking the dreaded step into the abyss? So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats. The curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Hakimi. That's a sharp pass. Hakimi made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Zico. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, shooting chance! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. White. And it's Messi. Well read, nice interception. And he's there to belt it away. And the pass is intercepted. Picked out brilliantly. And that's gone loose. De Bruyne could move up a gear here. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that's fabulous. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid.
Can he put it away? It's in! What a great message of defiance. They are pumped for this. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Neymar. Hakimi. That's a shade optimistic. And he's gone looking for safety. Played back in. Ribéry. Oh, this looks sharp. Ribéry cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive. And it looks like he's going to learn the hard way.
That pass has been well intercepted.
1 minute added time.
Zakaria. And the whistle goes for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And he's gone backward here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. White. And here's Messi. And he's had a hit! There it is!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Now it's for real chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
71,898.
Forlan, and it's Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Galatasaray are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Nicely aimed pass. And here's Suarez.
Galatasaray showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Ribery.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Aimed beyond the defence. It's a sweet ball, that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Upamecano. Zakaria. White hurtling down that right flank.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That is good strength.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Now it's De Bruyne.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Stojkovic. Luis Suarez. And that will be it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. So they are faced with the prospect of relegation and are reaching out desperately for the single point they need. The fact is they only need to avoid defeat, but based on recent form, based on the season we've had, you cannot take that for granted. We will find out very shortly whether they have it in them. It is bubbling up very nicely here in Munich. The noise fervent, the colours effervescent, the crowd expectant. This should be very good. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, good-looking ball. He's found a way past. Played back in. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now that's well seen too. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. Oh, super ball. That's a throw. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Ribéry cross, up he goes! We've got a goal! The deadlock broken in this defining game. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
They have what they want. He's having a go! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
White. Messi takes control of it and he's on the move.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. He's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that looks a cracking ball. He's picked his way through. Shapes to shoot! And that would have been some goal.
Eto'o really ought to have made that count. He made all the right moves.
And here's Eto'o. Ribéry, who's set up one goal so far. Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Baresi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That is good strength. Tchouaméni wins the duel this time.
Pretty robust defending.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides. But at half-time, it is 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Eto'o really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now the ball's gone astray.
Mbappe!
They want to be quick to recover this. And the shot! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
There's the shot! Danger averted for now. Has a look and plays it forward. Chooses to go. Hits one! Just off target. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, nicely intercepted. It's a sharp pass. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hakimi, Neymar. Just eases him off the ball. Serginho.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Casillas deals with it effortlessly. And that is out of play.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Mbappe. Number 27, Serginho.
And it's Neymar.
Number 13,
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Number 22, Serge Gnabry. Number 5, Franz Beckenbauer.
Short changes him with that pass. And here's Gnabry. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that was very necessary. Played it again. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. The final 5 minutes.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Konate gets good distance on it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides...